Brothers and sisters, this is video number 4, and this is on God's mazzaroth, and it represents the calendar, it represents the hours of the day, clearly the months of the year, and it also represents the rainbow, the crown that is seen on the mother's head. So it represents the rainbow. There's a lot to this. I'm trying to keep it as basic as I can because it is very in-depth. This has been a long process with a ton of opposition to put everything back into creation alignment, to be able to turn, to have everything turn into kingdom position. And so I'm trying to keep this as basic as possible without overwhelming people. So I'm going to go over now the mazzaroth and the stones. And then we will see, have the understanding also too of the constellations. So let me flip this over. Okay, so if you can see this, you will see that it says Age of Grace. This is where we've been. So this is when God shifted when the Lord changed the calendar in Exodus. What's happening is now everything is entering into kingdom age. So if we see where we are now, this is where the mazzaroth is in this in the age of grace. Okay, and so it's going to go through a mirroring process where it splits and it folds. So that's why we only have 24, because during this time the female has gotten taken out of her position by the world. Definitely not by God's doing. So you'll see it says out of balance male energy. Okay, so you'll have Reuben on one over here, and you have the colors of the rainbow, and you have ending at Benjamin, which is, so you go violet, blue, green, yellow, orange, red, red violet. And then you'll see up here, there's water. And this is important to understand of where we will be when all this folding and flipping and rotation is done. Okay, so then you see here, as we enter the kingdom age, there's 12 hours in a day. There's 4 3-hour night watches. There's 12 fathers in their birth order. The 12 stones in the breastplate from the 12 fathers, which are tribes, make up the rainbow and the crown on the woman's head in Revelation 12:1. So this is the family. Okay. You'll see the water and the water here. And so what this did, this mazzaroth, was it folded and it flipped. So now Reuben is no longer here. He's here in the first spot. So then now, instead of going from the right to the left, we're going from the left to the right. Okay, so in the process of this flipping of the mazzaroth, the water at the top and the bottom reflects off of the stones and makes the colors of the rainbow. The rainbow the rainbow is the woman's crown in Revelation 12. So the stones are characteristics that the tribes carry, and and they represent the breastplate, they represent the crown on the woman's head, but they have to do with the characteristics of the people, and basically, how to explain it? As we gain different characteristics from the different tribes, those are ours eternally. And when we come into this fallen world, we have our stones, right? They're part of our breastplate, they're part of our armor. But what happens in this world is, willingly or unwillingly, we give those stones to the world without realizing that basically to the enemy, right? We give away our power and authority of what those stones hold. And so we have to go in and retrieve back. That's part of the overcoming the world. We have to retrieve back those stones that were rightfully ours before we came here. But if we don't realize that we have those stones, then how can we retrieve anything that we don't know is there? And if we don't understand that we're retrieving stones, characteristics that we've already gained within ourselves that we gave away to the world, to the enemy, we will continue to fight the same battle because we don't understand the stones that we have in our breastplate. And in the process of that, we find ourselves repeating the same battle over and over and over again because we don't step back into that power and authority of that characteristic that we've already gained. So hopefully that helps us understand the importance of understanding these stones and going inward with the Lord and asking Him to show you what stones you have unknowingly given to the enemy, given away to the world, given away your power and authority, and go into that spiritual warfare with Him and with the Lord, and be able to take back from the enemy what has been stolen. Christ promises that He will return, tenfold what the enemy has stolen from His people. And so is the Lord walking us through this process and we're not understanding what's happening, and so those seeds go to the wayside and we find ourselves right back in the same battle. You can't change something unless you know that it's there, that it exists. And I don't think that we have understood the magnitude of the stones that the tribes carry, and the power and authority that we came here with it. And so, because we enter a fallen world from a very small age, we just start giving away those things to and we get really comfortable really fast in the world, their ideas, their mindsets, and the kingdom gets further and further away from us as the world drowns out the kingdom within us. So it's really important to understand these stones and the purpose why we have them. So I'm going to flip this back over really quick, and I'm going to show you the colors of the stones and the colors on the rainbow and what they represent. So okay, so if you can see this, these are the stones and the characteristics. And go inward and ask the Lord. I know that, the tribe of Levi is music and, the storehouse of being able to help others. Judah represents boldness and strength. Asher represents the posterity or tree of life. So go inward with the Lord and ask Him about these stones for yourself in your own life. Okay, so next I'm going to show you this, and this is something that the Lord had given me, and actually I was on the phone with a dear, sweet, spiritual woman who then we were both in the Beloved Companion, the book of Mary Magdalene. So if we understand that we are the candlesticks, okay, these are characteristics. And what did he just have me talk about with the stones? Okay. So the ultimate is, right, this love and compassion, all things, the center wheel, the dial within us, which this is the dial, right? It's our energy field. It's our ascension process. It's all things working in that harmony and balance. And the center of us should always be love and compassion. So if you look, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12. There's 12 of them. So these also represent the wheels within us, those energy wheels within us that Ezekiel talks about in Ezekiel 1. And so, as we know, the mazzaroth makes up the rainbow, and so if you understand that there's water above, water below, we're basically in a womb. It will reflect the colors of the rainbow. So this is us. are the candlesticks. We are the candlesticks that dot the earth. We are the light that will shine in the darkness. So as you see here, love and compassion is always the heart center. Okay. And so if this is our ascension process, then when this is complete, all flames and the center within us is lit. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stop there for video number 4, and then I will pick up again on the stones and the rainbow. God bless.